Hello people of the internet, this is Red Cube Everything coming at you with yet another RLAL League match. Today we're going to be seeing the Guardians going up against Triple Crown. This is going to be another match that is coming out of the trade deadline, but that is not going to have a considerable effect on this game as the Guardians nor Triple Crown have gotten any new players in that trade deadline. So we're going to be seeing the pretty much consistent lineups that we have seen from them throughout the entire season, and we can see how they fare against each other. This is going to be the first time these teams are going to be meeting in this season, and it's also going to be their last time they're meeting in this season. They're one of the only teams that won't play each other again. Another thing to look at is going into this match, Triple Crown have been kind of on a downward slope. They had a little bit of a struggle game against AWP and also had a struggle game against Blacklist. So that's something that you gotta definitely look at. There's fighting for that game, and they were definitely trying to stay hard to stay in those games. Guardians as well, though, they're definitely a team that's kind of the underdog. The teams that kind of just haven't really done anything to really make you look at them, which in some cases can be very good, but also can be very bad. So going into this match, it's basically a throw-up of momentum and a throw-up of confidence. Triple Crown probably has a little bit more confidence riding in on the fact that they have beat some very high-class teams such as HTP. The Guardians, on the other hand, they faced high-class teams, but they haven't beat them. So my keys to the game for this match going into this one, for Triple Crown, they need to shake off last week's loss, and they need to shake off kind of these mess-ups that they've been having. It's very uncharacteristic of them, and they just got to get back in their head and just focus on what they do right. The Guardians, on the other hand, they want to kind of embrace that underdog mentality. If they embrace this underdog mentality, they can go into this game and catch Triple Crown out of surprise and catch them completely off guard and force Triple Crown to dig their own hole, and the Guardians could easily pull out a win if they do that. But without further ado, we're going to get right into this match. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and I will be right back with you once the players join. Alright everybody, the players have just joined the match, and we're going to be underway with Triple Crown going up against the Guardians. Looks like Rhino is going to be going there first. Rhino does get that kickoff, wins it in favor of Triple Crown, already coming off with a fast start. So already coming into this match, we have seen the Triple Crown definitely have a lot more of a warm-up, as the other team, the Guardians, were not shown up for the earlier part of the match, so that gave Triple Crown an opportunity to scrimmage. So already we are seeing that translate into the game as a quick and easy goal is served right there for Mercy. Mercy gets that goal, gets a nice quick goal for Triple Crown, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Brush off that kind of messed up play they had in the last couple of weeks and just come out here quick, and that's exactly what they needed to do. Now it looks like Asterisk is trying to get a play off in the wall here, but he does not get that. Now he's going to be taking up the right side here. Tries to get it around Just Peachy, but Just Peachy, good block on the left side of the wall. That ball is in favor of the Guardians here. The Guardians could put that ball in the middle. Thrasher does get that ball in the middle. Just Peachy is right there, but it's a great defensive effort from Mercy. Mercy does get bumped there, but Rhino's going to be put into a position. Finale is in a tough position. Asterisk gets a good shut off. Huge bump there from Thrasher onto Mercy, completely hitting him out of the play, setting up Asterisk for a great shot, popping it over Rhino, and Finale had nothing to do about it. Finale was in a tough position there and could not really do much to prevent that goal from going in. And already we see the Guardians right back in this match, and Triple Crown a little bit lackluster there on defense. Thrasher, a little bit of a risky clearance play, passing it back on their own goal line. Definitely something that is risky, especially at this high of skill level, but it seemed to be a little bit calculated. But Mercy gets a great play, puts that ball right in the middle, set up for Rhino. Rhino does not have enough touch on it and does not get a good enough touch on it, cannot set up a good shot. Looks like this attack is definitely going to favor the Guardians, but Mercy does get a good clearance here. Could hit it a little harder. If he had a little bit more boost, could have hit that farther. Just Peachy is definitely going to be on the receiving end of this Triple Crown attack, but good defense there from Asterisk. Just Peachy gets a good clearance, puts it up the right side of the wall. Rhino's going to be there, though, looking to play that ball into the middle. That is a very lackluster clearance, and that puts Mercy up for a shot. It's going to be played off the backward. Can somebody get a good read on it in Triple Crown? Finale does, but an even better save there from Just Peachy. Rhino is in a tough position, pops that ball up in the left corner. Thrasher looking to play that in the middle, misses that ball, and that's a very big missed opportunity there. Looks like Rhino is going to put this counterattack here for Triple Crown. Triple Crown looking to get something here. That ball is going to get played in the middle, but Asterisk, another great defensive play. Mercy plays it in the middle. Either way, Finale gets the goal. It's that high pressure we have seen from Triple Crown time and time again. High pressure leads to goals. We've seen it over and over and over again. I cannot reiterate that fact enough. And Triple Crown are one of the teams that just do it so well. They completely bombard that offensive area, and it's just a matter of time until Triple Crown get a goal like that. Great goal there from Triple Crown, and now we see the Guardians again back at a deficit. There's a big clearance there from Finale. Puts a good attack here in Triple Crown's favor. Could Mercy get to that? Finale does get to that. And Rhino is right there on the receiving end of that pass. And just like that, Triple Crown get another goal. Confidence definitely boosting here. Finale gets a huge pass across the face of the net. Great communication there from Rhino and Finale. Rhino puts it right into the center of the net. And you can see the recognition from Rhino, how good of a pass that was. I think Mercy's game might have just crashed as he did leave the match, but there's nothing we can do. We have to keep playing this match, and that is definitely something Triple Crown are needing to address. Reminder, the new sub rules say that if a team needs a sub, they can only make one sub. So if they make a sub here, that means Mercy cannot come back in the match. But if they can't make a sub, that means they have to forfeit the match. So Triple Crown definitely have to figure this out soon. Probably just a game crash. Looks like just PBG does get a good shot up, but great save there from Rhino. You're definitely seeing that little bit of a power play come through, and that is what leads to that goal. Asterisk and Just Peachy were just too much for Rhino and Finale, and it just leads to an easy goal in the end for the Guardians. Sorry, I was a little bit distracted from the chat, asking for a restart of the match, but actually great sportsmanship from Just Peachy to ask for a restart of the match, but in the end, Mercy is back in the match, so we are back to normal, and we're starting to see Triple Crown and the Guardians, I think, getting a lot more of a closer match than we expected. Rhino does get a good clearance there. That is a little bit of a double commit from him and Finale. Definitely have to address that, but Finale does get a clearance, but sets Asterisk perfectly up. I think that could definitely relate all the way back to that double commit right there. Finale was in a tough position, was out of the rotation, tries to get the clearance off of the wall, but just does not have enough power on it and sets it perfectly up for Asterisk. And just like that, the Guardians are right back in it with the game. Looks like Rhino is definitely going to try to get there, but Just Peachy gets there ahead of him, and that is a good kickoff set up for the Guardians. Just Peachy gets that ball into the middle. Rhino should handle that fairly easily, but Just Peachy is coding some good midfield pressure. Asterisk does get a shot up, but that's going to be way too high. Finale has to clear this. That does set up a shot there for Just Peachy. Just Peachy just hits it a little bit too wide to the left. Right now, this game is a lot closer than expected. Many people, including people in the stream, expected Triple Crown taking the sweep here and doing it in pretty easy fashion. But already, we're starting to see the Guardians definitely prove themselves a little bit as they're going up against a very skilled team, and they are tied with just 124 left. Something you see like this, especially from the Guardians team, who are an underdog team, they kind of come into these matches with an underdog mentality, and they play a lot better, as the other teams don't expect them to be as good and kind of just let their guard down. That's probably a good reason why we're seeing a tied match here and not something in favor of Triple Crown. 1 minute left. It's any team's game at this point. Basically just 50-50 attacks. Whoever can get that good counterattack should win the match. Thrasher with a very risky play there. Almost own goals it, but does get the good clearance off and sets Guardians up for an attack. Rhino has to get a clearance off. 40 seconds left. This could be it for Triple Crown. If Rhino does get that ball in the middle, he does not though. Thrasher, good defensive tackle on the left-hand side. Sets up that counterattack. But Asterisk is going to be there looking for the play into the middle. Gets a good enough power, but Just Peachy is not going to get their good defensive play there from Triple Crown. Triple Crown right back on that counterattack. Rhino hitting it up the right side. And a completely missed ball there from the Guardian defense. That is a complete missed ball. And that's got to be... And Asterisk's got to be punching himself in the gut here, because that is a huge mistake, and that's something we don't really see from him. Huge mistake there. Huge... just kind of almost lucky mistake in Triple Crown's favor. But in the end, Triple Crown still have that lead, but there is still 20 seconds left, and we could see another little goal here, and we do. A very interesting goal there, as it was, like I said, just very interesting goals coming in here. Rhino was caught in a very tough position, and just like that, the Guardians are right back in this match. Actually was not expecting that at all, but you never know. 18 seconds left. We could easily see this game just be either sent to overtime or a team win it in these last couple of seconds here. But like I said, just to reiterate the fact, this is definitely not what we saw coming from the first match. Not only did we expect Triple Crown to kind of win in easy fashion, but we also expected them to win in easy fashion due to the fact that they had a warm-up, and the Guardians just did not have a warm-up. So it's just very shocking that we're seeing an overtime match already in the first match here. But great props to the Guardians, as they definitely have started to fix their play a little bit, as it was almost a little bit lackluster in the beginning of the season, but we're starting to see them play a lot better. And just as I say that, the commentator's curse strikes once again, and there is another defensive miscue from the Guardians. It's the second goal that has been allowed from a defensive miscue or a defensive missed hit, and that is definitely something the Guardians need to work on. If they keep making those miscues and miss hits and just missing the ball entirely, that's going to be easy goals for Triple Crown, and the Guardians aren't going to be able to dig themselves out of that hole. So we're going to wait here. Once he comes back into the match, should be just a moment, but that is going to be the first win going to Triple Crown. I think going into the match, it's actually a pretty big confidence booster for the Guardians. Triple Crown going into this match as the heavy favorites, and the Guardians are just proving themselves time and time again that they cannot be overlooked. Huge confidence booster for both teams, but I think the Guardians might actually have a little bit more confidence, as they just really stayed in that match even when losing. So there it is. Finale has joined the match, and we should be ready to go in just a moment here. Alright, and there it is. The players have joined match 2 here. Triple Crown taking the first match in a very close game. It is going to be interesting to see what happens here. Will we see Triple Crown kind of let their foot off the gas, or will it lead for them to get a nice, easy sweep here? Or will we see them let their foot off the gas and see a nice win here from the Guardians? We're just going to have to wait and see. A little bit of a miscommunication there from Mercy and Finale, both of them going for that ball. Sets up Asterix for the counterattack, and he finishes it with class. Great goal there from the Guardians. Asterix capitalizes on that offensive mistake and that misrotation from Triple Crown, and that's what leads to that easy goal for the Guardians. And already we're seeing the Guardians down to a deficit. Definitely something they have to worry about. They do not want to let their foot off the gas. As we've already seen this match, the Guardians have really came out to play, and they're really going to be capitalizing on any little mistake Triple Crown makes. Alright, Just Peachy does get a good clearance here. Looks like he's trying to set up the counterattack. Plays that ball into the middle. Thrasher's going to be there in the middle, but he does not get it. It does! It falls in the back of the net. Just Peachy actually scores that goal. Thrasher didn't even hit it once. Just Peachy was setting it up for Thrasher off of a great pass, but just complete defensive miscommunication on Triple Crown's side, and it leads to Just Peachy actually getting the goal there. Finale was in the air, hits it down onto the car of Mercy, and Mercy just hits it accidentally into the back of the net. Unlucky there from Triple Crown, but the Guardians have to be very happy right now as another great shot comes off. The Guardians are really just coming at him. Just Peachy, right as I say that, makes a huge mistake, and that sets up a big attack here from Triple Crown. Finale with a great heads-up awareness play. This is a very back-and-forth game here. Just almost looks like the teams are almost throwing the matches just have been own goals and missed hits, and things were just very unexpected to see. And it's just Finale, great heads-up awareness play, and just hitting him out of the way, and that puts Triple Crown right back in this game. But as I was saying, doesn't really make sense anymore, but once they had that 2-goal lead, the Guardians definitely have a lot of confidence and are playing a lot better than expected. Right, Just Peachy trying to get this attack going. Mercy and Rhino once again with another double commit. A little bit of more miscommunications than we've seen from Triple Crown. Triple Crown were a team in the beginning of the season that really didn't have any blemishes in their game. And then as the weeks went on, most of the time you start seeing teams adapt, and they have started to kind of show some mistakes. But as I say that, like the commentator's curse every single time happens, we see Triple Crown come back with another goal, tying it 2-2. But as I was saying, either Triple Crown are starting to make more mistakes, or other teams are just adapting to the way that Triple Crown plays. So that's something we're definitely going to have to start paying attention to as the season progresses. But it is still tied 2-2, and that is no worries here for Triple Crown, as they still do have that game in hand. Finale trying to set something up as a pass back, but that actually leads to Asterisk getting a nice little shot off here, but that in the end is going to get saved. Another double commit there from Mercy and Finale, both of them going for that ball and completely messing up that rotation. That is definitely something they need to address, because if Triple Crown keep messing up on these rotations and keep going for those same balls, we're going to see the Guardians just get easy goals. All right, Mercy does get a good setup there. Asterisk and Just Peachy do both go for that ball, but it's a big clearance, so it should be nothing to worry about. Finale tries to get the clearance off, but that ball is set up right for Asterisk. But it looks like we're going to start seeing a counterattack here for Triple Crown if Rhino does get to that, which he does. Just Peachy has to make a save here or get this ball cleared. Rhino misses that hit, though, and it definitely is a huge save for the Guardians, as that ball could have been played in for the middle, and a Triple Crown goal could have followed. Just Peachy, that's a dangerous ball played into the middle. Finale and Asterisk go for the 50-50. The 50-50 is won in favor of the Guardians. Asterisk going up for that ball, looks to get an attack out of it, but Rhino is going to be there with a great defensive play. Counterattack developing here for Triple Crown. Finale looking to play that ball in the middle, and he does. Rhino gets demoed, but it doesn't matter. The ball hit the nose of his car, and it was right into the back of the net. Great play here from Finale and Rhino. Finale was just very aggressive on that counterattack push. Gets the ball from the midfield, pushes it up the right side wall, plays it into the middle, and it's going to be an easy goal for Rhino. We saw it in the beginning of the match. It seemed as if the Guardians could have taken this game away, but it's almost like they let their foot off of the gas pedal, and we're starting to see Triple Crown come away from this match. Excuse me, I'm drinking soda, so lots of carbonation, so I'm burping a lot. Sorry about that. But we're starting to see Rhino gets a good clearance. Could set up another attack here for Triple Crown. Looking to play this ball into the middle, but Thrash is actually going to try to get this pass back off. But Asterisk shies away from it, and that could have been a huge mistake, as that ball was played into the middle very easily. Finale gets that ball. Great midfield pressure from Finale. Finale goes up for that ball. It might have been a little bit too aggressive here, and we do not want to see that from Triple Crown. Aggressiveness is good, but it comes at a cost. If you're too aggressive, that can lead to easy goals for the other team. Rhino looking to set that ball up into the middle, which he does. Finale doesn't have a good enough touch on it, though, and cannot get a shot off or set it up for his teammates. And we are starting to see a little bit more pressure here from Triple Crown, as this ball has just stayed in that Guardian offensive area. So the Guardians do get a good clearance there. But Finale is right back into that offensive area, and that is something the Guardians have to get out, because if this ball just stays here, it's going to be easy goals for Triple Crown. Like we can see there, the shots are just coming off for Triple Crown, and it seems as if the Guardians just have no answer. Huge block there from Mercy. Great block off of the wall, completely fizzling that attack out, setting Rhino up for this shot, and he gets it beautifully. Rhino with an absolutely insane shot, just pops it right over Thrasher, but that was really all set up from Mercy. Mercy gets a huge block off the wall, completely fizzling out the Guardian attack, and Triple Crown just capitalize on that and get a very good goal. Triple Crown, that could have been the nail in the coffin, but 48 seconds left, and we saw what happened last match. Easy game that could be comeback here for the Guardians. But they got to do something quick. They do not want to let Triple Crown get into their groove. We're starting to see Triple Crown play a lot more like we're used to seeing, as they keep doing plays like that. Finale with another great goal. When looking at these matches, as we are actually past the midway point of the season, players have to start thinking, who is going to be the players in that all-star match? Who's going to be the players that win those MVP rewards, best defensive rewards? Because it is closer than you'd expect. Finale definitely is making a run for the money, and players like Nibba and players like Velux definitely have to be considered when thinking about an all-star game or even MVP. But again, there is still a little bit more time before that comes up, so we shall see. But definitely have to start thinking about that. Asterisk gets a huge dunk over Triple Crown. I think that was Finale. As I was saying, how great Finale actually was Rhino, but still, in the end, good play there from Asterisk. Gets a big dunk over the Triple Crown defense. That's a huge confidence booster for the Guardians, but it might be a little bit too little too late, as there is only 14 seconds left, and they are still down by 2 goals. It looks like Finale here is trying to just get that ball out of the back of the net. Oh, that's almost another goal. And that could have been overtime worthy there, because that was still only 4 seconds left on the clock. But either way, Triple Crown take the win there, even when going down 2-0 early in the match. So there it is, Triple Crown taking the second game, and we're starting to see maybe them start running away with it, because the first match was a lot closer, definitely was a little bit rusty for Triple Crown and the Guardians. And the Guardians came out in this match and really looked like Triple Crown wasn't going to win, but they really just played hard, and Triple Crown get the win almost easily. So on to the last match here. We're starting to see Triple Crown kind of gain a lot of momentum here. If the Guardians want to stay alive in the series, they need to start early like they did last match, but keep it alive. Something we are actually starting to see a lot more often, which is something I wouldn't have expected, was teams who start off hot are actually teams that start to kind of lose in the end of matches. Because in the beginning of the season, we saw the team that came out early and started scoring early was the team that, a great goal there from Mercy. But I just want to finish my point was, the teams that came out early and started scoring early was the team that would win. But now we're starting to see teams start adapting so quickly that that's not necessarily the case anymore. We're really starting to see teams that come out early could easily fall, as just the adaptation and skill level of the players has just increased immensely. But right now we are seeing the Guardians already off to a tough little loss there in the beginning, already going down 1-0, but easily could be brought back, as we have seen the Guardians time and time again kind of bring it back here later in the matches. But you got to remember, again, this is basically playing for their life here, the Guardians, as they don't have a win in the series, and they are sweep potential here for Triple Crown. Triple Crown also could definitely play a little bit more relaxed game style because they have a game in hand. So it's going to be interesting to see what plays out here for both of the teams. And we are starting to see a little bit of a misrotation there. Mercy was back, but there was a little glimpse there where Mercy was not in the back of the net. So if the Guardians did pick up on that, they definitely could capitalize on those misrotations from Triple Crown. But they have to capitalize on them quickly because they do not want to go down they do not want to go down even more in the series. Right, Mercy looking to start this counterattack here. Thrasher, that's a dangerous ball played in the middle. Finale is going up for it. Finale does get a good hit. He could get the double touch here off the wall if it favors his bounce, but it does not. Mercy is there, though. Plays that ball off the backboard. Finale, I think, should have let that ball hit the backboard because Rhino was right there in the middle. Maybe it had been a little bit of a mistouch there from Finale. Got a little eager to hit that ball, and I think that's what fizzled that attack out in the end. Mercy plays that ball into the middle. Finale looking to get that ball, posts it down. Great little idea there from Finale, just did not have enough boost there to finish it off. If I'm the Guardians right now, I am very scared, as Triple Crown seem to have a lot of the momentum after a great defensive stop there, but Triple Crown have a lot of the momentum as that high pressure play from Triple Crown just keeps continuing to come out and be evident and a huge part of their play. Ooh, big miscommunication there from just Peachy and Asterisk as they do run into each other. But that high pressure is just continuing here for Triple Crown, and the Guardians cannot get anything out of the attack. Just Peachy could pull something out here. Asterisk does pull it out, and just as I say that, after just almost 3 minutes of Triple Crown completely dominating the possession, we see the Guardians just come back with that as a quick counterattack leads to an easy goal for them. And we're tied 1-1, 2:32 left. This has a lot of opportunity to go in the Guardians' favor. They just have to start playing a little bit more aggressive. The Triple Crown now tastes blood in the water and definitely going to try to get scoring here and play a lot more aggressive, as they do want to take this game in a sweep. As we've seen in chat, Finale is hungry and his food is getting cold, so he did not want to wait him any longer. I think there is something Benjamin Franklin once said. It was the 3 things that you know are going to be in life. It's going to be death, taxes, and Triple Crown playing a high pressure type of attack. It's something that I'm pretty sure is completely factual and not a lie at all. It is exactly what he said, and that is what we're seeing here. He is completely correct, as we're seeing server health. I don't know what that means at all, but we are seeing that high pressure attack just continue here for Triple Crown. Finale does try to get a shot off there, but a little bit missed backflip there. Complete mess up there. That could have been a shot in Triple Crown's favor, but just Peachy in the end does get a shot off. Big save there from Mercy, but that did cause Finale to commit to that ball too. Missed rotations here and is causing a back and forth crisscross pattern here for Triple Crown on defense. Lots of double commits, and that's something they need to address quickly. They do not want to give this game up to the Guardians. 120 left here, and it is anyone's game. Back and forth here, and it seems as if the Guardians actually have a lot of the momentum. And every time I say that, the other team starts gaining the momentum, so it's really been back and forth here in the late going. In the beginning of the match, it almost seemed like Triple Crown was just kind of run away with this, as there's really no opportunity for attack for the Guardians. But we're really starting to see the Guardians just kind of start playing very well, and Triple Crown almost lay their foot off the gas pedal. And this could be an opportunity here for the Guardians that the ball is played in the middle, but it actually sets up Mercy for a shot. Finale's going up for that. Could he get the touch on it? He does not, but Mercy's going to get the touch, and he does read it correctly, but does not get a good hit on it, and hits it way too far to the left. Just Peachy waiting for this play to develop, tries to flick it over Mercy, but Mercy demos him instead and says, take that somewhere else. It's not going to work here, as Triple Crown right back on the attack. Finale going for the shot, plays that ball off the backboard. Could Mercy get to that? Mercy does go for that. That could have been a big play for the Guardians, as not a lot of people were backing that, but Rhino was there. Thresher is kind of have to drop back here as the Triple Crown attack is looming. It looks as if this game is going to go to overtime, as there is only 14 seconds left. But we might not see that. 9 seconds here. We could see something here from the Guardians. Guardians do get a good shot off here. Just Peachy could set it up one more time. Thresher does try to get it up, but that ball should hit the ground. That ball is in a dangerous position. Could we see Asterisk hit that? And it looks like it's just going to hit the ground. We are seeing the first overtime of this series, and it could go in either team's favor. Like I said, you got to remember, Triple Crown have a game in hand, so they could kind of just let this game go. But on the other hand, the Guardians are just kind of tasting, the Guardians are just almost tasting a sweep here, and they cannot let that happen. But it looks like it will, as Finale gets a goal just 15 seconds into the overtime. Finale waited for that boost to spawn and just waited for the perfect opportunity to shoot that. And although the goal might not be beautiful, it was a goal that counted a lot, as that gives the sweep to Triple Crown. And it looks, I don't think that they are going to be able to do the interview, as I think they actually do have to leave, but I'll make sure. But that's going to be it for this match, guys. Great match here. Triple Crown versus the Guardians. I think the Guardians, although they did lose this, they are starting to prove that they could be a team that needs to be dealt with. They're starting to play a lot better than we saw in the beginning of the season. And Triple Crown, although they did win, there was definitely some points where you could see some improvement in some ways that other teams such as Tryhard 7 and Consistently Inconsistent definitely could capitalize on, as there was a couple mistakes. But that's going to be it for the game, as as I will be going into the post-game interview with Triple Crown here in just a moment. Alright guys, we are back here, and due to some technical difficulties and some team difficulties and scheduling difficulties that we had in the earlier part of the day, Triple Crown are not going to be available for the interview, as they had to leave right after the match, as the match was delayed considerably, as the Guardians had some player issues and they couldn't show up. But in the end, guys, I appreciate all of you guys for tuning in and looking at this match. It was a great game between Triple Crown and the Guardians. The Guardians proving themselves once again to be a team that definitely has to be thought about, and Triple Crown just going on about their way and keep on winning. If you guys hear that squeaking in the background, that is actually my dog, so that is always a good sign that my dog is having a great time listening to these commentating. So I appreciate everybody for tuning in once again. And again, there was some technical difficulties, but very minimal, as it just keeps getting better and better, and I really appreciate everyone here. There goes my dog again. I probably one day should just commentate with my dog, as she's just always, oh my god, yep, she's just always there. But thanks again, guys, really appreciate it, and that is going to be it. Unfortunately, we couldn't hear from Triple Crown, but they proved themselves enough, I guess, and that's going to be it for me, guys. Thanks so much.